Well, hello everybody, it's Bella here from Rach and Bella Crafts, and I'm home from my holiday and we had a wonderful time, and thank you for all your lovely comments and watching my videos whilst I was on holiday. Excuse me. I have completed my 2 slow stitch books, you'll be pleased to know, and the series is now finished. I finished these on the Thursday, and I did do a video and I chose not to put it up because Rachel said I was using all of the Wi-Fi, so I couldn't do the last one. But never mind, I thought I'll do it when I get home, and here they are. So I'm just going to do a flip through and show you how I've completed both of these slow stitch books. All right, so welcome some new subscribers, because I notice I have a few. It's lovely to see you, and thank you very much for joining my channel. We've been doing a series on slow stitching that I did in the retreat, and I'm following it up as a request from Sharon. Hi Sharon. And this is for a very special lady that I was speaking to on the retreat, and she fell in love with my little book. So this is for you. You know who you are. So this is all completed and ready to be posted on Monday. I should be packing it up after this video. So there we are. I'm going to open it up like that. I'm sorry about the lighting, but the scaffold is still outside. They've partly put the roof on the building next door. So hopefully another couple of weeks and it should all be done. But the scaffolding is still in our garden. But never mind, we're going to carry on regardless. So I hope that you can see this okay. So you can see that the slow stitching has lots of burrow stitching and cross stitching and some more there, and I put some lace across there and there. You've seen most of this, so I'm just going to do the flip through. I have put lace on the edge on this one because I just felt that this person would appreciate it. So here we go, and I just want to make sure you're in the camera. And that's one of mine that I did. I don't think I did it on camera. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. But all it is a daisy stitch, and then I did French knots over the top. Okay, so there you are. You can see that, can't you? And I've got pins down here. I've just laid it up with material, some stitching on here, some straight stitching going across here, for those of you that don't know what burrow is, and some on here. This was already on the material, and I thought it was rather lovely, so I've left it as it is. Some stitching down the side there. This is off the edge of some curtain material that I did, and I didn't go up and over as some of them do. I just made like a nest, and then I did some French knots in the center. Okay, so that's really easy. I did the 4 stitches first, and I just went round with my needle, and that's a little bit of my favorite material there, and some stitching on there. That's from Rose, from Journals in Time, she brought to the retreat. Okay, so that is beautiful. I've used that quite a bit. And what have I done here? I've just layered up different materials, different lace, some stitching down here, and I put 3 buttons on there. Okay, and I've got cross stitches on here, straight stitching down here, and I've just layered up the material on there. I love that. That's absolutely beautiful. That's out of a what do you call, fat quarter. That's a fat quarter, that one. So that's fairly new. Not sure, and that one is too. This one's out from a fat quarter, this material here. Now on here, by the way, and I haven't got my little scissors, I haven't packed yet, I've done some stitches on here and on the flowers. I don't know whether you can see it. I'll hold it up as best I can. And down here, there's a French knot down there. Some lace on there, okay. This one I've just put, that's from my daughter's, what was left over from her wedding dress many, many years ago. And this is just off some sort of, I'm not sure whether it's a blouse or something, off the bottom of a blouse. Just take anything you can find and make use of it and put it in your little book. That's some quilting that we have. And I put a button on there, and I put a button on here. This is hexagon. and I've turned it over, so that's the, you know, where I pulled it in. No, not that, I'm thinking of yo-yos. So I've just folded that like that to get that effect, okay? This page I love, and that's the other side of that lace there that you saw just now. So I'll hold it up. And that's just when I've just done a little daisy stitch on there and some stitching. Okay, so that's the first one that's going to a very nice lady that I love. Okay, so there we are. And that's been sewn in with a, what's that called now? It's gone out of my head. That you do in the journals. Okay, so that's that. And there's still room there if the person wants to add some of their favourite bits. This is the other one I made, because I made two. And I started this one first of all, I think. This has got a little bit ragged, but I like that. I like the ragged look. Let me open it out like so. And you can see all the different work on there. All right. Got a little flower on here, which I put a button on. Some stitching there. Cross stitching here, and that's a laundry label. And some stitching around there with a little tiny piece of lace. And I've just put, that was just, I don't know what that was. That was attached to the material. I just liked it. So I just left it as it was, and I've stitched that in. That was some white material that I had. Some lace down there, stitched in again there. And quite a bit of stitching on here that you can't probably make out. Some cross stitches down here. This is off the edge of a curtain, as I say. And that is actually paper, the bird, not the outside, but the bird. And I stitched that on with a machine because I didn't want it coming off. And there's some lace underneath. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. As I say, I didn't put lace around the edge of this one. I thought I'd make it different. So there's the hexagon on that one, and it's got some stitching around the edging. And there's a little, that's come off a doily, or a tray cloth, I think it was actually. And that's just an odd piece of material. And that's just layers of lace going down there that I've, the hidden stitch, invisible stitch. Okay, that's the other side of this. Let me go over there, printed in France. And I've just laid that up with material, some cross stitches down here and some straight stitching in a funny design there. And I've just put lace over the top. Okay, I did that one on the Thursday morning, and I've just done a daisy stitch making a daisy and some straight stitching down here, trying to do stem stitch, but I'm not very good at it. I have to learn to do that properly. My head just doesn't seem to hold it in, but I will keep trying. And this one, that flower that I showed you in the other one, I've just put a button in the middle of the flower. That was already on the material, as I say. That's just an odd bit of trim there, and some stitching and some layering going on there. This I absolutely love. Now, Rachel and I had a morning where we were painting, and I was doing some doodling on paper, and then I thought, why don't I paint my gold paint onto some lace and see what happens? And there it is. It turned out great. So that was what that was. So that's my gold paint, and that's just ordinary watercolour paint there that I've got. It's like a sparkly paint. But of course, the gold showed up much better than the silver. The silver didn't show up quite as well. But I haven't done that one. I thought I'd leave that one because I quite like the stamp. So I left it. There's another label there. Here they are, excuse me. I'm trying not to show you my bad arm, which is under there. I hope I haven't brought that in, actually. Here we go. There they are. And they are labels that you put on laundry. They're laundry tags, they are. And that says NR. Okay? And you can get those on Etsy. Excuse me. I have done some stitching on here. It's a bit dark, I'm so sorry. I don't know where to hold it to get the best light. Some French knots on there, some straight stitching around there and here, and a little bit of lace down there. I do hope you've enjoyed this series. Now there's the silver. Now in this light, funnily enough, in the daylight it wasn't showing up, but I don't know whether you can actually see that it is actually silver. And I did the pink on there. So there's 2 pieces of that in this one. And that again is a quilt piece that I cut out from those little hexagons that I had at the retreat that I couldn't find. And there's that one. And that's a part of a doily. And there's a bit missing, but it didn't matter. I quite like that there. I could have actually done a stem down there, but I'm not going to bother. And just some straight stitching on here. And on there, I did some green. And that yo-yo is very old and the back of it fell off. So I thought, well, I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use it in this slow stitch book. And I did. That's Rose's material again, which I absolutely adore. And this is the last page with the lace on the back. And there you go. So there they are. There's our 2 little series, or our series completed, I should say. And thank you for watching and following along, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be doing more slow stitching. I've got a couple of ideas that I want to go into, which is quite different to this, but it does include slow stitching. So watch this space, and it may be coming up soon. I did purchase an Angela Kerr kit, so I shall be making a couple of journals with that. Having said that, I'll show you my little covers that I've got ready. This one I made with the material I bought, or was given. I didn't buy it, I was given it at the retreat. So that's yet to be finished, because you know I love my hard covers. This one has got Angela's beautiful kit in it, ready to go. And I did this before I went on holiday. So this lovely little book, and I do love these little books, that's all ready to go. And I was toying with the idea of doing a slow stitch in a hardcover, which I might do in the blue one. But I've got Angela's kit, her recent kit is here. And I've got all my papers there ready. And look, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. So that's waiting to be done there. And this one is one I did a couple of weeks ago, which I didn't get into. And I made this in sort of like a waterfall. Sorry, I had these in there because I was going to make a prayer journal. And it was funny because I just couldn't see the prayer journal completed with the waterfall effect. So I'm not sure what to do about that. But I do love the cover. I absolutely love this material. The pocket is in there ready. So it will be completed. But whether it'll be a prayer journal, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They were my little bits that I had ready to go in there. But aren't they sweet? So if you see any little books like this, I have loads of them. And these are the covers you can make. I will be making a few of these, and they will be going in my Ko-fi shop. So for anybody who would like to, if you're interested, let me know whether or not I wasted my time or not. But I shall be making some of these, and I shall line them out with a neutral inside, so they'll go with any kit. And watch this space. So that's what I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. So thank you all so much for joining me for this series. Sending love to you all. Have a wonderful week next week. This is Sunday, by the way, and I will be back soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.